Hey y'all, this is Susan from Bloom Stump Removal, and today I'm going to be doing the Bandit SG40 Stump Grinder 100-hour review. That's right, 100 hours we already have on this machine. We got it back just a few months ago in May of 2021. Our previous two stump grinders were both Bandit ZT-1844s, and a lot of this review is going to be in comparison to those grinders. Our only experience is with the green teeth wheels, and we're just happy with them. I'm just happy as a peach, so I'm not even gonna mess with them. They are great. Love you, green wheel. Our grinders are great. I love them all, but this new SG40, it has 47 inches of swing, just 3 more than our ZT. And I tell you what, it knocks through stumps. I feel like Brian shows up and they just explode because he's there. He's just it's so fast. This big 8-foot stump that you're not seeing now, it took us a total of 2 hours, and that's with cleanup. Brian just racks and rolls and rocks and rolls, or racks and rolls. He's great. There he is. Go Brian. But the Bandit SG40, I love it mainly because of the 29 inches of width. We often need to access backyards, and with gate openings under 35 inches, this 29 width makes all the difference in the world. I mean, it's just the right size. We've been able to access every backyard we've come across. Quite a few were so narrow that with even 1 more inch, we wouldn't have been able to do it. It's been too much. So, I mean, if you're in an area with a lot of gated backyards, then this is an excellent machine to use. For residential stump grinding, the SG40 has so far proven to be the right choice for us. But no, it's not all fun and dandy all the time. We're going to have problems, and I got some little issues with these grease spots that we have, these zerks, these daily zerks. And here I'm just thinking, oh my goodness, how am I going to say? Right there, that's the problem. Your very first machine, it's on the clutch side, and you can't reach it. You have to take the entire cover off. So I made this little modification that you see here so you can actually get to it from the outside. I don't have time to be stumping all day long and then taking this thing off and doing all these screws. It's a nightmare. But other than that, we did a little modification. Then we had these little problems where the bearings came off, the bearing covers, the set screws would come out. Skirt came off, and Brian fixed it right there. Some duct tape some bolts back on. So it's a good idea to have yourself some Loctite, because things vibrate off. Right here, this is one of the second set of set screws for the bearing cover on both sides of this machine came off, and these two came off and they ripped into the belt and tore up the brand new belt. So I mean, either machine, with a ZT, we had a few belt and bearing issues, which is probably why Bandit made so many changes on that one side. And I think both machines could have used an overbuilt bearing setup for the jack shaft with the hard metal tube remote grease fittings for the jack shaft bearings. But the new machine, the SG40, it seems to have lessened the stress on that shaft with the redesign, but at a cost of more vibration that makes you have to go over every single part, checking for tightness, including the engine parts. For either machine, you're going to have to pay attention to the jack shaft bearings as a weak point, but the ZT seems more prone to failure, whereas the SG40 seems to be less prone, but at a trade-off of vibration that causes need to keep an eye on other things. We lost some bolts, we lost some protective skirt, and just little things. Get yourself some Loctite, and you should be good to go. But this grinder, it's got a 7-gallon tank, and usually lasts us through the whole day of multiple jobs. A large all-day job might drain the tank a little halfway through the day, but it's fantastic. And at 100 hours, we are very pleased with this grinder. We give the Bandit SG40 stump grinder 8 out of 10 teeth. Thanks for watching, and leave us a comment below. Thumbs up! Let's grind!